that the best Pokemon Presents ever? That might have been the best Pokemon Presents ever. We had a 28-minute packed event today, and I want to break down all of the new details and announcements that we learned from this event and some reasons to be really hyped for Pokemon Legends Arceus if you are not already. What's up, Nation? If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you join Sunbro Nation by subscribing below. Hit the like button on this video if you enjoy it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. As I mentioned, guys, we are talking about the Pokemon Presents that just recently wrapped up, as it was very early this morning, and at the time of filming this video, I just got a chance to watch it. It is a 28-minute long event, and when I tell you it did not feel like 28 minutes, and that's, you got to keep in mind, we've had Nintendo Directs that are that length. So I didn't think that there would be a ton of, eventful information to come out of this, just for the simple fact of how long it was. And a lot of other fans were saying it would probably, drag through in certain parts. And I was like decently entertained the entire event all the way through. And then my mind was absolutely blown at the end of it, but we'll get into all that stuff. But they did open up the event with the Pokemon mobile updates and announcements. Like, we do have Pokemon Unite coming to mobile in September. It's already out on the Nintendo Switch right now. I've not gotten a chance to play it yet, but it does look pretty enticing. I mean, I'll definitely at least check it out on the Switch at some point, and I may download the mobile version just to see if it plays exactly the same or not. But let me know in the comments down below if you guys have played or are playing Pokemon Unite and what you think about it so far. Then we got a quick, announcement of Pokemon Cafe Remix, which, doesn't appeal to me at all, but I'm sure that there's plenty of puzzle fans out there, or puzzle style game fans, that would like a Pokemon skin on something like this. And it does seem like a more common theme, like even Shovel Knight is getting a puzzle game from Nintendo's indie world. So I guess we're gonna see pretty much every game series get its own puzzle game at some point. And then from there we had Pokemon Masters X second anniversary, which it did actually pop out to me as something funny, because we can't get Nintendo to do a true up Zelda 35th anniversary celebration, but we're getting a game update for the second anniversary of Pokemon Masters X, which I have never downloaded or checked out, but that is another Pokemon mobile game. As if you guys don't know, Pokemon is making like a ridiculous amount of revenue off of their mobile apps. Then right into that, they transitioned into Pokemon Go, which has a 5th anniversary, which also blew my mind, because I can't believe it's already been 5 years since Pokemon Go came out. And you had all the people, crowding around random places that they weren't supposed to be. And you had people that literally would be, you used to see signs on businesses that said that you cannot hang around here just if you are a Pokemon Go trainer, which was hilarious to me whenever that game first came out. Like, you literally saw everybody out in the wild hunting Pokemon, which is the really cool thing, but that's definitely died off some now. But we are getting some legendary Pokemon added in there that you can do raid battles on, so definitely good news for Pokemon Go players. And then from there, you had transition straight into Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And I will tell you guys that they're adding in content to this game. They're adding in new things that, were not there in the originals. And I'm just super pumped to play this in HD on a TV. And while I'm not like the biggest fan of the overall graphical presentation style, as I do think they could have really went further than what they did with making it different from the 3DS version, I'm still more pumped just to play this on a console, because if you guys don't know, I'm not a huge fan of playing games in handheld, so I skipped over a lot of the Pokemon DS titles. I did play the Game Boy ones because I had a Game Boy player for the GameCube, but at the same time, it's like I feel like I missed out on a whole major part of the history of this franchise. And I'm very excited to pick up Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, as I didn't finish those games on the DS. I got a few hours into them and never finished them, so this is going to be a fresh experience for me. And regardless of the art style and how pumped fans are for this one in particular, which it doesn't seem like the hype level is near as high as it is for Legends Arceus, which we'll talk about next, but I still think that this is going to be a very fun playthrough, and I personally am really looking forward to picking up. I'll probably just get Diamond. I don't know that I'll get the double pack, but I am looking forward to picking this up in November. And it does appear that they're adding in different, modes, like a little rhythm mode they added in. You can now do stickers for like little effects that whenever your Pokemon pop out of their Pokeball, if you have a certain sticker applied to them, they will basically like show up with that animation when you launch them into battle. And then, they added in things like character customization, which was not there before, so that's exciting too. And it did strike me that the trainers look like way different whenever you're customizing them and you see them in battle versus the overhead look. But I guess, that's just something that, again, carried over from more of the DS style of gameplay, that they didn't really update the overworld very much, but they just seemed like it up-res with new textures and things like that. But regardless, I'm super looking forward to this game, as I will be completing it for my first time through on Brilliant Diamond and or Shining Pearl. I'll see if I pick up both, but I'll probably just get one. And then let me know in the comments down below if this is going to be your first time playing through this game, or if you're picking it up at all, or if you're just going to skip out on it. But guys, from there, we have to talk about the big heavy hitter for this showcase, and that is Pokemon Legends Arceus, as it is clearly stealing the spotlight of everything else that was talked about. This is the one that Game Freak are working on themselves, as they have a third party or an extra partner studio essentially handling Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So this is definitely their baby, and you can tell that this is the true future next step of where Pokemon will be headed as a franchise going forward, as this is their, what I would call, the Breath of the Wild effect for Pokemon. Because if you didn't notice all the similarities in the trailer, at one point I thought I was listening to the Breath of the Wild soundtrack in the trailer for this, for this updated Legends Arceus portion of the event that we got today. But guys, here's the deal. This thing looks incredible. So there was a lot of talk before about Legends Arceus maybe kind of lacking in the graphical department. There was even a bunch of people online saying, mate, please delay this game. There's no way it's going to be ready in January if it still looked like that when we saw it back earlier in the year. And here we are with all of the updates that I think we needed to see the Pokemon move and throughout the world way more naturally. The environments are way more packed. We saw like a town in the first trailer that was totally barren and empty. Now you see the town alive with many NPCs as you're walking past. They have all types of new customization features, which do kind of, bring it into that Breath of the Wild level of adventure, where you basically, before you go out to hunt Pokemon in the world, you have different abilities as far as mixing together different items, and you can kind of go into it with a strategy before you go into the wild section to go capture a bunch of Pokemon. And it seems like a giant open world. It does not seem like it's a little wild area, kind of like what they tested out with Sword and Shield, where you had a little sandbox area where it felt like a more open game, but the rest of the game was the traditional Pokemon. This one appears to be a full open experience, and that is what we need. There's even stuff like sneaking up on smaller Pokemon that might run away, or there's Pokemon that will straight up attack you because they're powerful Pokemon and they're not just going to let you throw a Pokeball at them. That makes total sense, and I do love to see Game Freak actually doing that and implementing systems like this. And your character can get attacked directly and actually black out. They use the term black out. So that means that you essentially can die, or, at least get knocked out and somebody, I guess, revives you. But that's a really cool mechanic in a Pokemon game, because if you guys don't know, we've never had that up to this point. I mean, it's literally your Pokemon is always at risk, but you, the character, are never at risk. So it's a cool thing to see them implement, and I am very excited to see how the combat system unfolds. They even have some things added in there like agile or drawing style attacks, and it's even something that you can potentially attack multiple times, especially if you're using agile and your speed stats are up. So they're definitely changing the layout of the traditional battle system. There's certain Pokemon that you're going to have to battle and actually do damage to before you can catch them. You don't have to try to just throw a Pokeball at the Pokemon. You can throw it next to the Pokemon and actually start a battle with it with your own Pokemon. So this is what I think a lot of the fans have been asking for, myself included, for years now, as I do love the traditional Pokemon formula, but it does get stale. The reality is that they've been repeating the basic formula since the original Red, Blue, and Yellow games, and I think people are just ready for a change, and this appears to be that. So I couldn't be more hyped for Legends Arceus. I'll definitely be picking it up on January 28th when it launches. Oh, and I did forget to mention there's going to be a Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl Edition Switch Lite, in case if any of you are interested in that, which that looks incredible, but unfortunately I really don't want to spend extra money on another version of a Switch Lite. But I do wish that they would have done something like a Switch OLED, but then I would have had to cancel my pre-order and do it, one for the Pokemon edition, but I would have been happier to do that. But regardless, I'm still happy I'm getting the white Metroid Dread themed Joy-Cons, as I'm calling them. So, at the end of the day, this was a great presentation. It got me very hyped for Pokemon Legends Arceus more than anything, and then just a refresher and a reminder that we're getting Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl around the corner. So at this point in the video, guys, I want to know all your thoughts and opinions on everything from today's event. Are you more hyped for these Pokemon games now that you saw them presented? The big talking point I want to hear from you guys on is, what do you think of Legends Arceus now versus when we saw it initially unveiled, and will you be planning on picking up this game at release? So please share all your thoughts in the comments down below before you do leave the video, as I do look forward to getting a back and forth conversation started with you all around this topic. Thanks so much for watching the video today, everyone. I do truly appreciate you all sticking around until the end. I do at this point in the video want to invite you all one more time to join Sunbro Nation if you haven't done so already. Do so by subscribing below, hit the like button on your way out if you enjoyed it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. That's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you all have a great day. Sunbro Nation, out.